Welcome back to My Way and the picturesque town of Ballandine, in the heart of Queensland's Granite Belt.
All right, Barry. Where's the truffles?
Here you'll find Barry, the truffle sniffing pup, and his two sidekicks, Mike and Judy Edgerton.
Yay!
That's a good-sized truffle.
I don't lose the excitement of finding truffles. First truffle, last truffle of the season, and in between. It's still so exciting when you're digging around in the dirt, like having a treasure hunt, to find this thing that brings people so much joy when they're eating it. Hi, we're Ben and Maple.
And this is our flavour. Well, the idea to try and grow truffles was all my parents, Michael and Judy. So they have always loved everything French and French cooking and wanted to try and attempt to grow truffles. And we've moved here and worked here and made it part of our dream as well.
Good boy.
Yeah, that one there actually does have quite a nice aroma.
Nice.
That bigger one.
Give it a cut.
While it seems finding a truffle looks as simple as Barry sniffing out a buried treasure in return for a chicken reward and a quick dig.
Another truffle, and another truffle, and another truffle.
Yay.
That's 3 bits of chicken for me.
It's taken years to create this experience.
We had no idea that truffles could even grow in Queensland, so it was a bit of a gamble, I suppose. I actually didn't really know what a truffle was.
No, not much at all.
No, and I was under the impression that I didn't like truffles. It wasn't until we grew our own truffles and pulled them out of the ground that I went, wow, what have I been missing out on? Voila. Pretty cool. So the trees went in May of 2016 and they're now 7 years old. On the Folly here, we've got 450 French oak trees. And they're all inoculated with the tuber melanosporum, which is the black winter truffle spores. Well, here on the Granite Belt, we've got a high altitude. We get really cold, frosty winters and really hot, dry summers. And that's the exact kind of conditions that truffles would be grown in the wild. So the Granite Belt is the perfect place to be growing truffles in Queensland.
Maple, do you, like, with all those truffles, how long will they keep for?
So
the property was already called the Folly when we came, and folly can mean sort of 2 things: a mistake, which we hope it's not.
We thought that was a little bit ominous, like are we making a mistake trying to grow truffles in Queensland? I'm gonna need a rest after this.
Oh yeah, there isn't another one there. Good dog.
Hooray, good dog, Barry.
It's a scary process because it's a long time between preparing the ground initially and finding your first truffle if you've done everything right. It's pretty cool seeing chefs that have always traditionally bought truffles from elsewhere and never even thought Queensland truffles could exist to now we've got a few restaurants we sell to now that just like to buy our truffles over truffles from elsewhere, which is really exciting.
The smell is quite so strong.
Yeah.
But the taste is not as strong as the smell.
Yeah, exactly. And so what we're looking for in any dish that we're making is we want balance. Essentially, the dog will find a truffle, but it's up to us to determine how it smells and how it looks and whether or not we're going to harvest that.
We find the truffle itself and we smell it. We get down on all fours, smell the truffle. If it smells good, then we take a little nick with a knife on the side to check the colour, and if it's got that good black colour with the white sort of marbling through it and smells good and we both think it's good, then we'll take the truffle out.
Oh, the tomatoes.
Yeah, they're good, aren't they?
Amazing.
Well, we started doing truffle hunts and truffle tours of the farm, and the idea simply came because there's so much interest in truffles. They're a fascinating thing. They're a mysterious kind of ingredient. So we thought, well, we could open it up to the public and just see how it goes. And then, yeah, 3 years later, we're still going strong. Thank you for coming. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Truffles.
To truffles.
Truffles.
When they see how it's grown and how it's come out of the soil and then how it's cleaned and then ultimately put into a product that they can then taste, it's a whole paddock to plate experience.
If you'd like to join Barry for a quick dig in the paddock before plating up some truffle-infused dishes, then book your visit to Folly Truffles now.
It's really exciting this year. We've seen a really good amount of truffles, which is really promising for the future that they will continue.
Eventually we'll have more truffles than we know what to do with, we
Yeah.
hope.